Welcome back, race fans, on this Sunday night. The Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 13, round number 5, still early in the season. They have unloaded here tonight at the club, is what I like to call it. California Auto Club, whatever. Some people know it as California, some people know it as Auto Club. I know it as Auto Club, the big 2-mile track, kind of like Michigan. Do think this track is a little wider, but I am not sure still yet. 2 miles. Now, they are putting in low 40s, about 40.3, 40.4. Some struggling to get there, but I'm sure we're going to see some great racing here tonight, presented by MaxspeedTV. And man, I gotta say, already 11 likes and 11 people watching out here tonight. Some of those likes, of course, coming from some drivers out here tonight as well. So a big shout out to everybody out there tuning in, and a big shout out to, well, our new moderator here for MaxspeedTV, Tara Path, joining us in the moderator for MaxspeedTV. She tunes in every week, folks, and she earned that spot here tonight. So big shout out to you, Tara, for earning that position here. Of course, I know you'll do a great job of helping Brendan keeping chat clean. But with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and dive down into it here tonight. We've got an air temp of 65. We got some wind out there, too, at about 9, 10, 11 miles an hour. Track temp of 79 degrees, so it's not warm at all. 100 laps here tonight. Now, our stage lap is going to be white flag at 30 and checkered at 31. 200 miles in total, 4 total sets, including the set they start with, 3 behind the wall, 70% fuel, 30 to 35 laps. Rough estimate. It could be, a little bit before that. It could be a little bit after that. It is going to be interesting because, look at the stage lap, 30 to 31. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's going to be close, but we'll see what happens. So I just put 30 to 35 just to see if really anybody can make it. Pit road here tonight, 55 miles an hour with a pace speed. Hopefully we don't see that other than that deadgum stage we're doing here tonight. But with what I've been seeing in practice, we could have a few cautions, but let's hope not. 70 mile an hour pace speed, as I said, but let's dive down into the point standings coming into this afternoon. Now, of course, stage points are so important, as well as finishing the race. We got some movers here coming into tonight. Now, Jeff Gilmore is going to stay where he's at in the top spot at 151. Cal Heath is up 3 into second. Up 3 spots into second at 138, 13 behind the leader. Brandon Hartwell down 1 into third at 137, 14 behind the leader and 1 behind Kyle. Jason Adams up 3 spots as well into fourth at 135. 16 behind the leader and 2 behind Brandon. Gary Slapinski just a little bit ago had a moment in practice here. He went airborne. Let's hope we don't see that here tonight, but he went for a ride. He is down 3 into 5th, still in that top 5 at 133. 18 behind the leader and 2 behind Adams. Brian Huntley Jr. down 2 into 6th at 130. 21 behind the leader and 3 behind Gary. Robbie Darnell up a spot into 7th at 127. 24 behind the leader and 3 behind Brian. Chris Path up 3 spots, still in the top 10 and 8th at 120 even. 31 behind the leader and 7 behind Robbie. Michael Yalrow, no talk Yalrow. He can hear us, but he can't talk. He is going to be cracking the top 10 here in 9th at 114. 37 behind the leader and 6 behind Chris. Jimmy Comensberger, or Jim Comensberger, however I say it. It's Jim in iRacing. It's Jimmy here, but he is down 1, still in the top 10 at 112. 39 behind the leader and 2 behind Michael. Kevin Roy up 4 spots, just inside of the top 12 in 11th at 111. 40 behind the leader and 1 behind Jimmy Comensberger. Now, Isaiah Sutherland, he's going to be up 4, cracking the top 12 at 103, 48 behind the leader and 8 behind Kevin. Brad Delph is up 11 spots from last week, inside of the top 15, just outside of the top 12 in 13th. 100 points even, 51 behind the leader and 3 behind Isaiah. Tyler Myers up 3 spots into 14th at 99, 52 behind the leader and 1 behind Brad. Philip Bridgman down 3 spots inside, still in the top 15 here in 15th at 98. 53 behind the leader and 1 behind Tyler Myers. Now, Larry Blair down 10 spots. He's going to top out the top 16 here at 95 points, 56 behind the leader and 3 behind Philip Bridgman. I do believe, let me go back and look at this. Yeah, Larry Blair is actually tied with Robert Chiswick for that 16th position. So Larry and Robert are tied at 95, both of them 56 points behind the leader and 3 behind Philip. I totally forgot to add Robert in here. I usually do it if there's a tie back here, but I didn't do it. We see it right here. I'm looking at the point standings right now from Atlanta, or the finishes from Atlanta in the point standings. So that is what it is. But we are down to under 2 minutes to go. Looks like the Bearded Knight Josh is out there. Cal Heath is out there as well. I believe the Bearded Knight Josh might be the Josh that is in the race here tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Joshua Small, I believe. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry. But I believe that is Joshua Small. Of course, we know who Cal Heath is. And you're welcome, Tara. You earned it. So, you're here. You do your thing. You and Brandon, I know you guys will take care of chat. I don't have anything to worry about. So, you guys do your thing. I'm going to do my thing and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Well, folks, qualifying here at Auto Club will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. That was Madison Rising with the national anthem. Right now, we've got Isaiah Sutherland Used Cars One Machine up in the top spot here tonight. Uh-oh, well, that's not what I wanted. Where the heck is it? There it is. There we go. All right. That is Isaiah Sutherland here tonight. Right now up at the top, Mark Whitley in P2, Brad Delph P3, Dave Bush P4, John Held P5. As of right now, we still got Gary out here, Jeff Gilmore, looks like he is done. Dak is done here. Chris Paff is on his last lap. Jason Adams is on his first lap here tonight. We'll see exactly where Jason Adams in the DuPont 24 goes. He is going to complete, actually, his first lap right here. We're going to see it live on MaxspeedTV at 40.833. That's going to put him somewhere up in the 11-12. Got 12th position right there. Chris Paff up into the top spot, beating out Isaiah Sutherland by 0.001. What is that, 1/1000th of a second or something like that, 1/100th? It was that close. It was probably by a piece of hair, if you want to get technical with it. It was that close. What a lap by Chris. He can hang on to it. Well, he will grab the pole out here tonight with about 25 seconds. I believe he is going to grab that pole. So let's go ahead and get Chris up here. Sorry, Tara, but he did grab the pole, so I do got to get him down here. And, you know, I know you hate me interviewing him, but I've got to, so I do apologize ahead of time. Our pole setter here tonight, the number 22, Chris Paff. Chris, man, you barely beat out Isaiah Sutherland by a piece of hair out there, bud. But you're going to grab the pole here tonight at Auto Club, and yet again, I almost called it Michigan. But, man, it's similar to Michigan, but this track is fast. How you feeling?
Well, I feel like we kind of stole one. I probably shouldn't be here. Maybe a little faster than what I was practicing. But, yeah, man, this place is wide open. It's fast. A lot of room. It's going to be fun.
We know draft is going to play a big, huge factor out here tonight. So, but the other issue is tires. How's the tire wear?
I didn't really do too many race runs. I practiced like a couple times this week. I did like 20, 25 lap runs, but it seemed like the wear was pretty good. I mean, it's not, you know, crazy.
So it's okay. You can still hang on to the car even if it wears down.
Yeah, it gets free, but it's manageable, man. This place is so big, you know, you could change your lanes at any time.
Oh yeah, what is it, like 5 lanes wide or something like that?
I know, it feels like 7.
It feels like 7. Well, man, it's going to feel a whole lot different in the draft with everybody. So, man, good luck out there. Let's see if you can at least lead the first lap. I know that first lap is a little bit tricky. Cold tires, you got everybody around you. But, hey, man, congratulations on the pole here, bud. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
You too, man. Have fun down there. All right. Well, that is Chris Paff, our pole sitter here tonight. We're going to let him grid, and he has just gridded. I'm going to give it a few more minutes here before we get that qualifying grid up here. I don't like it freezing on me in the middle of it. Stage lap, 30, white flag, 31, checkered here tonight. I know I already said it, but we're going to say it again just to remind everybody out there. They do one stage, which is kind of cool because, you know, you got to manage that fuel. And they make it so close, you just don't know if you're going to have enough. All right, let's go ahead and get them on the grid. Like I said, Chris Paff grabbing the pole, just barely edging out Isaiah Sutherland here. Chris on pole. Isaiah going to start on the outside of him in second. Mark Whitley in third. Brad Delph in fourth. Dave Bush in fifth. John Held starting sixth. Kyle Heath seventh. Matthew Hunsaker in eighth. Jason Adams ninth. And Gary Slapinski in 10th. Jeff Gilmore in 11th. Zach in 12th. Larry Blair 13th. Robbie Darnell 14th. Terry DeGay 15th. Of the qualifiers, of the non-qualifiers, we're going to line them up like this. Michael Yarrow in 16th. Ryan Huntley Jr. 17th. Brandon Hartwell in 18th. Mike Rhino 19th. David Cassidy in 20th. Philip Bridgman, 21st. Joshua Small, 22nd. Clifton Ashley, 23rd. Jim Kilmansberger, 24th. Kevin Roy, 25th. Paul Busco in 26th. Tyler Myers, 27th. John Henderson, 28th. Art Milne? Hopefully I just didn't butcher his name. He's going to start 29th. Robert Chiswick, as always, trying to get out up the rear here. Riding shotgun in 30th. Well, you want to know where Robert always starts? It's in the back. And that's where he's starting here tonight. But hey, just because Robert's starting in the back doesn't mean nothing. We've seen Robert run up front. We've seen him run in the back. We've seen him run in the pack. He's usually all over the place. Here we go, folks. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. And Chris Path in the 22 will get us going once the initial green flies. We'll talk more about that Geico restart zone here in just a little bit. But pace car is off and away. We are entering the start zone, and the green is out. But, hey, folks, we're racing here tonight at California or Auto Club, whichever you know it as. Alrighty, we're seeing the 77 of Mark Whitley battle here. All right, well, we're going to have to go just a little bit higher up in the air. Well, that was a battle there between the 1 and the 77. However, now the 1 is going to be battling Chris Path here for the lead. Yes, sir-ree. Battle for the lead between that 1 and the 22. Who's going to lead this lap? Is it going to be the 1 or is it going to be the 22? Out of turn number 4 through the D-shaped oval here, tri-oval, whatever you want to call it. Start-finish line. 22 has the first lap here tonight. Now what is the 22 going to do? Is he going to try and stay up front, or is he just going to go ahead and pull back a little bit and let these guys race it up? It looks like he's staying high. Out battling the 77 to Mark Whitley, Brad Delph, Kyle Heath, all right here together. This is pack racing, folks. Super Speedway and a non-super speedway early on. Only 2 laps into the, or 1 lap into this race. We're on the 2nd lap. Isaiah going to get the 2nd lap. Mark Whitley right behind him. Got some action. All in action. Looks like back here, John Henderson. Well, he's moved up from 28th to 20th in that number 58 machine already. He is up 8 spots. Now, Clifton Ashley, he is up 2. Started 23rd and 21st. Just kind of going back here into the back, folks. Now, battle here up front between Mark Whitley and Isaiah. Isaiah got the lap, that other lap, the last lap. Now, it looks like it may be Mark Whitley's turn to grab a lap here. Man, yep, on the outside. So the first 3 drivers to lead a lap has been on the outside line here early on. That 22 of Chris, though, fighting strong. Here comes Brad, Dave, Jeff, Kyle, Gary, John. All still right here together. Jason Adams, top 10. Got Zach here in 11th. He's up a spot already. Now, Matthew has fallen back a few positions. About 4, I do believe. Yeah, about 4, 8 to 12, 15. Yeah, 4 positions. But it's all right. We've still got a long way to go. There's the 44, too, right there. Or 44 on the car. That is, I believe, Robbie Darnell. Yes, it is. Brandon Hartwell in the 25, down below the 83. Terry DeGay going back a little bit further, battling here that Jack Daniels machine. That is the 17 of David Cassidy. So we're starting to get, a few passing going on, some single file, but yet up here, it's all about the side-by-side. Yes, we're going to have 3 wide, maybe some 4 wide out here tonight, some 3 wide already happening. And that is expected here. Now, I know Brendan out there in chat asked me what do I expect here at Auto Club. Well, this. Pack racing, that's what I expect. What you're seeing. Dave Bunch from 5th to 3rd. Well, good Lord, people. We got 20 watching and 12 likes. No reason we can't hit 20 likes out here tonight. 3 shy from 15. You guys already crushed the 10 before we even got started out here tonight. Good Lord, you guys are on the ball. We're trying to be on the ball out here tonight. And we get 15, 20 locks out here. Right now, just some single file, some side-by-side going on, a little bit of mixing it up. Isaiah still holding up front. Mark still holding second. But watch the 53 and the 75. 53 of Dave, 75 of Jeff. There's the 14 of Brad Delph. Chris has fallen back to 8th here. Kyle Heath is up here as well. He is in 6th. Started 7th. Okay, so he's battling for 6th. 6th and 7th. He kind of keeps going back and forth. There's Gary Slapinski, the 78, Toll Policeman. 21 of Zach. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it again. He's in the 21 on the outside. It's an old Motocraft throwback there. And I know there's somebody out there in chat. 21 Motocraft. Who was that? That's an old throwback. I know that. Woods? All right. Mark Whitley has led 2. Isaiah has led 5. No, Chris has led 1. That's kind of where we stand right now with our drivers that have led laps. You do get a bonus point for leading a lap, I do believe. Let me make sure. I have to go to the standings here and look at that. But I do believe you get a bonus point for leading a lap. Kyle Heath out there saying if my nephew Aiden is here, hit that like. Well, if he is not talking. He usually says something if he's in here. We're watching it here, folks. I know we got a few battles going on here. Battle for the lead. 77 now still trying to get around that 1, and he's going to do it that time to the inside, but out of 4. Let's see here if Isaiah can get that run. Man, I don't know. I just don't think that inside line through out of 4 through that tri-oval is where you want to be. Now, down into turn 1 or turn 3, I think that's where you want to be as we see Isaiah get around the 77. It makes it look easy there. But I just think out of the turns, you want to be on that outside line. You do not want to be on that inside. Going to see it here, though. The 22 of Chris again. 75 there. Or 72, I'm sorry. No, that is the 75. That's Jeff Gilmore. We got the 72 and 75 right here pretty close together. Got the 75 of Gilmore up here in that 6th spot. And then we got the 72 here in 10th of John Held, who has fallen back a few. Lap 12 of 100. Lap 12 of 31 here tonight for the stage. We're moving and grooving here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Somebody got loose. And who was that? That was the 22 of Chris Paff. Don't know if there was net code. I don't know if he got into the wall, but he did get a little, whoa, 14 right there too. Boy, we got, there may be a little bit of bumping and banging going on back here. I don't know. They're green, folks. Yeah, there's bumping and banging for sure. 14 of Brad Delph's going to have to fall back. Oh, the 24 right up into the boss man of the 44 of Robbie Darnell. Oh, well, good save by the 44. Good save by the 24. Wow. If anything, you do not want to wreck that 44. Just saying. Now, white flag in the air. You're behind him on his tail. You know, maybe a bump. No, you know, not intentionally, you know, wrecking, but give him a, as Dell Sr. would say, just try to rattle his cage. You know, maybe do that. You know. Well, I love picking on these guys. Cal Heath. No, he has been in chat here. Me Marie Designs. Of course, if you're looking for, you know, tumblers and stuff like that, well, check out Kyle Heath's wife's products. He does custom products. You can even check it out. I believe, I don't know if he's got the website. Yeah, memariedesigns.com. It's on the tail right there, folks. Check it out. And he is, oh, yeah, I forgot. He's an Auburn fan. Yep, we got Auburn coming up here, too. Uh-oh. Me and Kyle are going to have to make a friendly bet here. No money, just a friendly bet. Well, if we do the bet, if he agrees to it, it'll be if Arkansas wins. We're in a bye week this week. I know these guys are racing, but if we're in a bye week we are in a bye week this week, so we'll play them next weekend at Auburn, of course. So the bet is if Auburn wins, I have got to put in the slideshow, go Auburn. But if Arkansas wins, he's got to change that Auburn logo to an Arkansas logo for the next race. I think that's a friendly bet. I just got to talk to him about it. So I know he's listening. I know he is listening, and I know he's going to say something. I think that's funny, Terry, don't you? All right, let's check it out here. We got some action going on. Brad Delph, yeah, a lot of action. Starting with the 53 of Dave Bush, leading this backpack here. Dave, Zach, John. Got Jeff Gilmore in the mix here. Robbie Darnell. Mike Rhino. Haven't really talked about Mike much, but started 19th and 14th right now. We got Matthew Hunsaker, who's back to 15th after starting 8th, but still a ways to go. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's friendly. Gary Slapinski. Man, oh man, these guys. We got Isaiah, Mark, Gary, Kyle, and Chris. This is the top 5 right here together. There is about a 3/10 of a second gap though right here. Let's get on, say, a blimp view. We can see it a little bit better. There's a little bit of a gap there at about 2 cars between the 22 and 25. Into the corners, though, it goes down to about a car length. Maybe an 18-wheeler without the trailer on it. Michael Yarrow, yeah, he is a good driver. Michael is setting right now. Let me see. Did he even start? He didn't even start from what I'm seeing. Whoa. I'm looking at it here, and I do not see Michael Yarrow. So, yeah, he didn't even start. Alrighty, folks. 10 more laps. In more laps for the stage. Gary now up front. Gonna turn up some volume here. Let's turn that up a little bit so everybody can hear the sounds of the cars and also hear me. Gary starting to pull away a little bit from Isaiah. Mark Whitley. Here comes Jason Adams to the inside of Kyle Heath at 22-25. Chris Papp, Brandon Hartwell right on the tail of them. Well, they were. From Brandon Hartwell, a little bit, well, almost 2 seconds back, a little over 2 seconds, is John Held, Zach, Matthew Hunsaker, Mike Rhino, Brad Delph. Then you have David Cassidy right behind them, him, Dave Hunt, Robbie Darnell, Jeff Gilmore, John Henderson, Larry Blair, trying to go through the field here. Lifton Ashley in 19th and Philip Bridgman in 20th. In the 10, kind of battling the 70 right now of Larry Blair. And there's the 40 of Philip. Jim Comensberger in 21st. Brian Huntley Jr. 22nd. Now everybody is on the lead lap, folks, all the way back to Robert Chiswick in 27. So there is nobody a lap down right now, which is a good thing. Yeah, we gotta get to the stage. They're doing so good right now. They've kept it green here for 23 laps. 23 laps officially at the line. Taking 25 will be 24. At the line when they take 25 will be now. Gotta stay green. And we're up here, folks. We're taking a look at our leaders again. About 5 right here together. Gary kind of holding off Mark and Isaiah and Kyle. Well, Mark and Isaiah, since they're right there behind him. Kyle, though, trying to figure out who he wants to be behind, and it looks like his teammate there of Isaiah Sutherland who he's wanting to go with, but Isaiah is going a lot lower than Kyle is. So I don't know if Kyle feels comfortable down there by that white line or what. Look at the bump draft there down into 3. That 13 is giving that one a shove like there's no tomorrow. And that 13 definitely trying to get that one up there. Battling that 77 though, Mark, a very, very good driver. And everybody knows it. Everybody out here knows it. Glad to have Mark back. Glad to have him racing tackles with SRU. This dude, if you want to learn how to race, folks, that dude right there would be the guy to get with. And I'm not saying like Gary, Kyle, Isaiah, Chris, Brandon ain't great racers and they can't teach you something. And they can. You know, Mark has his style, Chris has his style, Brandon has his style, etc., etc. I could go down the list here for everybody out here. Everybody has their different style of racing. So, you want to learn something different, go to Mark. You want to learn something different, go to Kyle, go to Chris, blah, blah, blah. You're going to learn regardless. And then you'll throw your own racing craft into it. Just be prepared when you get out here and race with these guys in the Cup Series on Sunday nights. They do not mess around, do they, Terry? They don't. And I'm really talking to Josh out there since he's new. You're going to start in the trucks. That's fine. Great to start, you know, in the truck, C-class, get some experience, get to know, you know, these guys, get to know the league. And then once you start getting up there and you think you can handle the Cup cars, be glad to see you over here, and I'm sure the rest of SRU would love to see you over here as well. You know, these guys are a great group. Yeah, they have their ups and downs like everybody else, but great group of guys over here. Great group. No, they don't. Why? Okay, I think. What do you? I know I was talking about, you know, racing craft here. So what do you? What are you talking about? Like. Oh, okay. You was agreeing with. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you now, Terry. I got you. Yeah. They just have. Yeah. You just have no idea what you're. This is crazy. We did have a driver come down. Philip Bridgman come down pit road here, so he didn't have the fuel to make it. He's got some tires, though, and he's got some fuel now. Let's see here. We are white flag, folks, for the stage here tonight. Out of turn number 2 here, folks. Next time by. Checkered flag for the stage. Looks like Gary Slapinski just might slap his away here to win the stage if he can hold off the 77 of Mark Whitley and not run out of gas. We've seen that before. Gary Slapinski gonna win the stage here tonight. Right. Gary Slapinski up top, winning the one and only stage that they do here on Sunday nights. We'll get Gary down here in just a minute for his stage interview here, folks. I'm gonna let these guys pit. I know they're gonna need to. All right, just waiting for these guys to come down pit road. Gary Slapinski, Mark Whitley, etc., etc. And, of course, we will get Gary down here. We'll talk about it. And, of course, you know, after the stage here, folks, I think we're going to see single file to get some of these laps kind of wound down. We're only a quarter of the way through, halfway at lap 51. But we still have a ways to go. We still have some pit stops to get through. Hopefully some green flag pit stops. That'd be great. I'd like to see how these guys handle that. Right, we will just wait here. Right and left sides goes on, and the tires as well. Let's get him down here. The Cone Police. MaxspeedTV guy who has changed his emblem in Discord to MaxspeedTV. Always representing, man. Glad to have it.
Always represent.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, man, again, bud, for that. But hey, man, you got the stage out here tonight. It was pretty close on fuel, I think. Talk about it.
Yeah, I had one more lap. Well, I had about one more lap in there. I've been all right.
Okay, so you had one more lap. If a caution did come out before the white, before the stage there, you'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, we ran it out just on time there. If I would have known it was gonna be that close, I probably would have saved some. I wouldn't use as much brake because I was using more brake than I would like to.
Ooh.
If you just let off and let it roll, you definitely save a lot of fuel.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, you know, we've seen what happened in practice early. It hasn't happened. Thank God.
Yeah, for sure. Tires look, it's a little tight to me. I mean, my right size, I don't mind saying right now, it's 76/94, so I'm using a little bit more right front. But I was in traffic, maybe out front, maybe I can save a little there. Maybe I can save that right front.
So just out of curiosity, did you take tires on your pit stop? You did, right? Right and left?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I might as well just pack it up if I'm going to take the tires.
So we, you know, maybe late in the race, if, you know, you guys are coming down to maybe a splash and go and, you know, y'all been running some laps, maybe right sides only, maybe a 2-tire stop.
Yeah, it depends on where I'm at. You know, I mean, just two tires in this car is amazing. So I would take 2 tires anytime.
All right, buddy, out of 2 here tonight. Gary, awesome job winning the stage. We still have a ways to go, man. We're only a quarter of the way through the race. We still got to get to halfway, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of racing here. So everybody sit back and enjoy. We'll put on a good show.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 13 likes, 21 watching out here. Gary Slapinski grabbing the pole or grabbing the stage out here tonight. Gary, good luck down there, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Gary Slapinski. Well, I was cough my head off here, folks. Coming to lap 35, stages are done. Gary on the inside, Isaiah on the outside, Jason Adams in that 3rd spot, Brandon Hartwell in the 25, looking at it right, on the outside there in 4th, and Kyle Heath in 5th. Here we go, the Geico restart zone. Green is back out here tonight at Auto Club. Here we go, folks. It's go time here. Let's see how these guys handle this long stint. I mean, that's the only way to put it. It's a long stint to the end. 3 wide already happening behind them. Not really worried about 3 wide here at this track. It's going to happen. What we don't want to happen is a huge wreck. And ATVO doing its ATVO things here, freezing up as normal. And since we've only had the stage caution, I think it'll be okay to reset everything. We kind of know where everybody's sitting, even playing field. Let's go ahead and get it back up here. We might even do a crank it up here, folks. What do you think? Early crank it up or kind of wait until the next round of pit stops? We'll leave it up to you guys. Oh, Kyle Heath having a moment. Oh, he might have got bumped. Not sure. I can't really go back and look at that, but he might have gotten bumped a little bit or just got below that white line, and you definitely don't want to do that. All right, we're back up here. Here we go. Brandon Hartwell, Gary, Isaiah's led 16 so far. Gary has led 15, so we might have a battle for the most laps led here tonight, too. Jason Adams, 14 of Brad Delph, John Henderson, Zach, Jeff Gilmore, Clifford Ashley, David Cassidy. It's our top 10 here. Robbie Stewart out there saying crank it up. Era saying crank it up. All right. I think that's what we'll do here tonight, folks. So let's go ahead and get down here, maybe a little bit further back. And let's just crank it up here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Alrighty, folks, a few laps there of Crank It Up here. Let's get to a TV3 here tonight. Man, yeah, somebody across the grass there. No caution. I don't know who that was. I think it might have been Mike Rhino, but I'm not sure. I can't confirm or deny it because I don't know. We were on to Crank It Up or going to Crank It Up when we see it. However, what I do know is Gary Slapinski is back up front. Brandon Hartwell did lead 2 laps, 3 wide behind him. We got Zach, John, and Isaiah. All by Brad Delph, Clifton Ashley, Jason Adams, and David Cassidy running out top 10. Kyle Heath, Brian Huntley Jr., John Held, Dave Bush, and Jim Coleman-Sperger running out top 15. Mark Whitley, 16th. Telemeyer, 17th. Joshua Small, 18th. Robbie Darnell, 19th. And Chris Paff back in 20th, leading this 3-4 car pack here. Looks like 5 car pack with Chris Paff, so it is a 5 car pack. Matthew Hunsaker, Robert Chiswick, Philip Bridgman, Terry DeGay, and yeah, that's it. Somebody else is there. 54. That is Terry. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we've got, oh, somebody up into the wall. That is Clifton Ashley. He kept it up into the wall here, folks. Well, that's going to be a MaxspeedTV replay because we've seen kind of what happened. And we're going to have to check. Oh, 14. Looks like maybe pushing up. Well, let's see here. What happened? That's the 14. And the 58 here. 14 coming right there. Oh, the 1 also comes up too. But right there, you see the contact. That is going to send, yeah, right there, the 58 up into the 10. 10 of Clifton right up into the outside wall. He holds it. And sees he's in trouble with some more traffic. Goes back up into the wall. Wow. And he is on pit road here, folks. Let's see if Clifton, they do get 1 reset. Everybody, from what I'm seeing, still has it. Oh, except for Brandon Hartwell. He does not have a reset left, so he's going to have to be careful. Clifton is still on pit road here. Brandon Hartwell has led too, but man, Gary just keeps on going. Ow. Well, let's see what happens. We gonna have a 4-wider here? Nope. Not yet. But if we are going to have a 4-wide competition, got a couple of drivers I need to talk about with that because you got the 13 of Kyle Heath. You got the 14 of Brad Delph. Got Jeff Gilmore. And in the mix here, you got Jason Adams a little bit further back. Oh, we got sparks from somebody. But we're okay. We're all right. Yeah, well, I'm not really worried about 3 wide, Brendan, here at this track. I mean, heck, look at it. You can even look at the lines here. This is like, you know, you can go 4 and 5 wide here if you really wanted to. I wouldn't advise it, but, you know, you can. 3 wide, kind of like Talladega. You know, it's comfortable. Whoa, Jason! Up into the wall. We seen that one. Oh, yeah, bud. Josh, these guys on Sunday nights, man, they put on a show. Now, toward the end, it could get a little hiccupy. I'm not going to deny that, and I don't think any of these guys will either. It could get a little racy. It could get side by side. We could have some yellows. But these guys, man, they put on a show. This is the top tier for these guys. This is, you know, the kahunas, if you want to call it, of Sim Racing Unleashed. And there's some new guys out here, too. But they're just too good to be in the trucks or Xfinity. So, you know, they got to be put up here with these guys. I love the trucks. Don't get me wrong. I think the trucks are my favorite when it comes to actually racing. Now, when it comes to broadcasting, man, that's really hard. I mean, I love the Cup cars. Not really too fond of the next gen. But I do love the Cup cars. They do put on a show. Man, that's tough. It's really between the Cup and the trucks. It really is. These guys, man, they just go for it. You know, right now they're not really, I would say, pushing any major issues right now. They know we're only halfway here, lap 51 of 100, so yeah, halfway. And they are going to have to pit at least, I'm going to say at least 2 more times. If we stay green, it also depends on when the cautions come out. It could be more, it could be less. You can save fuel under caution depending on when the caution comes out. Now, if you're within the window of pit stops, well, definitely, you're going to come down pit road. You're not going to waste, you know, saving a few laps when you know everybody else is going to come down right behind you. 11:53 right here together with the 58. Very close. Donna Henderson, Dave Bush, and Jim Coleman-Sperger. We've been keeping an eye on this one in the timing screen here, folks. Well, Josh, since you're new, and sure you're kind of wondering how in the world I am changing drivers here, and I've shown this before on Sunday nights. Well, it's this right here, ATVO. So we're going to go ahead and kind of pull it right here. And, you know, right now I'm on Jim Coleman-Sperger in the number 11. Can't see the car. He's right there in the Hardee's machine. But let's say I want to go back here to Robbie Darnell. Bam, I go to it. If I want to go to John Henderson. Bam, I go to it. If I want to go to Brandon Hartwell up here in P3. Bam, I go to it. It's that easy. So that's kind of behind the scenes stuff. You don't see it, but it's there. And I love letting the fans in on know kind of what goes on. I would bring up the big thing, but it is a little bit difficult to do because it will take up the whole screen. It's the main screen we use. It's this. Point standing, stuff like that. Then, of course, I do have cameras. This one's a little bit smaller. Can actually minimize it a little bit. So, you know, I'm on Brandon here. I want to go to nose. I go to nose. I want to go to right, left front, left rear, right front, right rear. I want to go cockpit. Center field to take a look at everything. Pit lane. You know, just some behind the scenes stuff for you to kind of understand, you know, kind of what goes on here, you know, with, and it's not easy trying to keep up with chat and trying to keep up with this and the race. Yeah, it is difficult, but I've been doing it for about 7 years. Well, 2022, okay, so 6 years. 2023 will be 7. So I've got a little bit of experience behind me. Well, I do appreciate that, Tara. I really do. I really do. You're not the only one. Trust me. I do appreciate it. There's another one out there that won't watch anybody else or, you know, they really won't watch anybody else but me. So, because I say it, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you know, call it as I see it. And I'm gonna call this as I see it too, because we got the 58 and the 17, we got the 83, and we got the 22 right here together. And I'm gonna pick on Chris here. Sorry, I'm just gonna do it because, well, it's Chris and Tara's in chat. You know, if Chris gets into somebody intentionally, I'm gonna call it. If it's netcode, I'm gonna call it. You know, if something happens to where, you know, somebody gets into Chris, I'm gonna call it likewise. You know, let's say the 58 or 83 right here gets into the 22. I'm gonna call it. Now, some things are easier to call than others, especially if it's netcode. Netcode can be so finicky here on iRacing. So you ask, what is netcode? Well, netcode is the difference between internet connections and when iRacing thinks or tries to predict on where the next car is going to be, and, well, that doesn't happen. And that's where netcode comes in. And we have seen that a whole lot. Or I have. It's insane. I've seen netcode as small as a pencil and as wide as a brick, or even bigger. Just kind of throwing that, or as wide as a car. Yeah, it's insane. Blinking issues, as Jason did blink out there, blinking issues also can cause the netcode between drivers. So I see the side by side here, and you're really not worried about it at the present time. Now, they are getting really close to one another, but I'm not really worried too much per se. I am worried about somebody making a wrong move, but, you know, part of racing. Yeah, blinking can get you. Blinking definitely can get you. Not sure exactly who that was. I have an idea. I'm not gonna say it, but I might have an idea. You know, you got to do what you got to do, Tara. You know, there's certain broadcasters that like, you know, other companies. You know, there's certain broadcasters, certain people that like other companies. There's certain people that like MaxspeedTV. There's certain people that like, you know, well, Bobby. You know, Bobby Johnson over here from MaxspeedTV. You know, that they like him better than me. I don't care. You know, it's part of MaxspeedTV. If he gets the views, he gets the views. You know, we work as a team here. So, you know, it's all part of MaxspeedTV. So if he's getting the views and I'm not, hey, big thumbs up. Bobby's a great broadcaster over here at MaxspeedTV. He is so funny. If you have not watched Bobby, he's hilarious. He cracks you up. Oh, I know you do. You've already even said it. All right, back here. Terry DeGay here. A little bit of 3 wide. Quick 3 wide going on. 54, 19. And the 28 of Joshua Small. We're getting into some pit stops here, it looks like, folks. Yeah, we got a few drivers, or a driver coming down. That is going to be Tyler Myers, Robert Chiswick coming down pit road. Looks like Clifton Ashley is sitting in his pit stall here. He's been here at about pretty close to 10 minutes here. We'll be watching for some pit stops. Now, we do have pit lane here. That's the exit. So pit lane 2 would be the entrance here, and I really don't like that view. So let's kind of turn it here. Whoa, a little bit too far. Let's kind of back it up here. Live on MaxspeedTV. Got some buttons that I know. So Alrighty, folks. I'm showing 15 likes here with 19 watching. We can still hit that 20 like mark. I know we can hit 19. All you gotta do is hit the like button. Of course, we also have a members here for MaxspeedTV. Now, if you become a member of MaxspeedTV, you'll get some emojis here. It is $4.99 a month. And the emojis you will get, well, it's these right here, folks. Like I said, it's $4.99 a month. And those emojis right there will be in your column when you join MaxspeedTV. We do appreciate all the support here on MaxspeedTV. We do have Robbie Darnell coming down pit road here as well. Terry DeGay, Kevin Roy also down pit road. We're also looking for more subscribers, 9,000 subscribers, and of course we will be doing a 9,000 subscriber event. I think Bobby's going to be putting that on once it happens. Gary Slapinski, our leader, coming down. Isaiah down. Brandon down. Kyle down. Oh, Mark Whitley is going to be staying out here, folks. He is going to lead another lap, I believe. Yep, he got that lap led, but man, a lot more come down. Jason Adams, Dave Bush, David Cassidy, Chris Path, Philip Bridgman stays out. Larry Blair is down. Yeah, we did have some drivers come down pit road. I do expect Mark Whitley to come down here pretty shortly. Nope, not this time. Brad Delph, Zach, Jim, John, all down pit road. Brian Huntley, Joshua Small, down pit road. Oh, rip cone. I think Kyle hit the cone. Don Hell down pit road, man. All gonna be off and away, as well as the 19. Mark Whitley. Jeff Gilmore, the only two drivers that have yet to come down. Hell just entering his pit box. Philip. Okay, I've seen a couple of these drivers having to come back down pit road already. What's going on? Mark Whitley, our leader, is down pit road. I do expect Jeff Gilmore to be right down behind him here. Yes, he will be coming down. Oh, Gary Slapinski is on the backstretch, down into 3. Mark Whitley is just now entering his pit box. Jeff Gilmore is just now entering his pit box. So that is going to put Gary Slapinski back up front here. Harry, Isaiah, Brandon, Kyle, Jason. Top 5, Dave Bush, Robbie Darnell right here with that 24. That is a P7, battle for P6 here between Robbie and Dave. Matthew Hunsaker right here leading Brad Delp and Zach, the top 10. So a little bit spread out, a couple of packs going on here. Lap 70 here tonight, lap 71 next time by. That'll put us at 30 to go. And this is going to be close because of the way everybody pitted. If we stay green, it'll be close on fuel. Really close on fuel. Some of these drivers have already been out here 4 to 5 laps. Some drivers have been out here 10 laps already. So, I think 1 or 2 drivers may not even be able to finish banking on a caution. Not gonna say who they are. I do have the stints here, but I'm not gonna say who they are because they may be listening. Other drivers may be listening. Want to give out strategy if that's what they're banking on. I will say that the top 5 are on the same strategy, all the way back to Jason Adams, as well as Dave Bush, Chris Path, David Cassidy, John Henderson, and that would be Larry Blair. But that's really all I'm going to say because I just don't know. I think some drivers may be banking on maybe 1, maybe 2 cautions. If we get 1 caution now, between now and say lap 75, we will definitely make it to the end. For fuel, tires might be a little bit different. We know everybody would come back down for fuel and tires if they have any tires left, which they may. Some drivers may have a set or 2 left. Right now, Gary Slapinski with a 2.8 second lead. And in closing is Kyle Heath there in P2. Kyle trying to get up to Gary. Let's go ahead and take a look here, folks. Our previous winners here. Well, round 1 was Kyle Heath. He's due for another win here, folks. It's been, September the 18th to open up the season. He grabbed the pole, but Brian Huntley Jr. actually won the race. So, looking at the winners, Brian Huntley Jr., Gary Slapinski, round 2, and round 3, by the way. Last week was Brad Delp, so we've only had 3 different winners. And 3 different pole sitters. I think 4. Counting tonight, but that remains to be seen as it is not official. Brad Delp grabbing the win last week at Atlanta. Man, that was a crazy race. Very interesting race at that. And of course, California 200 here tonight here at Auto Club. Putting on a show. Gary is putting on a clinic right now. Next time by, folks, 25 laps. Folks, when they go green, it goes by fast. Of course. They start at 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central. So it is a little earlier start, but, that helps everybody on Eastern time. Right now we're sitting at 9:05 Eastern, 8:05 Central. Monday comes the first day of the work week. I know a lot of these drivers out here is going to be going to work. again tomorrow. 3 wide back here with Jeff Gilmore, and that was quick. 54 and the 8 of Tyler Myers. I just seen it and clicked on it. There it was. Joshua Small, go back up to John Held here, coming around Matthew Hunsinker. 77. Well, we've only had one caution. I know it's going to show 0, but we've had one caution for about 2 to 3 laps. 24 laps to go. It's going to be 23 here at the stripe. But 12 lead changes here, folks. Yeah, 12 lead changes here tonight. And Gary Slapinski, next time by, well, he's led over half of the race here. 51 laps under his belt. It'll be 52 next time by. He's going to come away, no matter what happens, with the most laps led. Man, Gary, another great driver out here. Man, oh, he's another awesome driver. Remember when he was having some issues out here? Man, he's come a long way as well. Kyle doing an amazing job. Jason Adams in the 24. There he is, DuPont 24. Right behind him, there is our head guy this season, Robbie Darnell, with a 53. Of Dave Bush. I call him Bonehead, but, you know, hey, Dave, he's not being a bonehead tonight, man. This dude right here, man, he's all about racing. He's not the admin this season. Robbie is. So Dave is kind of just concentrating on the races here. So big shout out to Dave for last season and what he is, you know, putting on a show here this season, racing it up. Brad Delph, Charlottesville Dental Care number 14. A big shout out to him for last season's sponsor. Brad always putting on a great. Oh, and I think Robbie listened a little bit too much there. He kind of went up high. Like I said about Brad, always up here fighting it out up top. Well, again, thanks again to Brad Delph for last season. Charlottesville Dental Care. It was Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series last season. Chris Path. Looking at Chris right now. That was our pole sitter. He did lead one lap, though. Okay, so he got the lap left. Now, he did fall back, but look where he's at right now. He's an 8. Got 20 to go here, folks. And I wouldn't count out that 22, man. I really wouldn't. Path, he's got potential. He's got potential to grab the victory here tonight. Wouldn't count him out. He's coming up on the 53 right now. Let's see what happens. If he can maybe get around that 53 of Dave Bush. Man, it's just so hard to pass, it looks like. Whoa! Well, Dave knows where to go. Knows to go to the outside. And the outside Dave goes. He's not going to let Chris get that outside easy. He's going to make Chris go to the outside. I think these two guys are listening in. I think they want some rubbing. They want some racing here. I really do. I think they're watching, Tara. I think they're listening. They know. Not saying that they do know, but they know. They know what's at stake. 18 to go here tonight. Gary, man, still, I wouldn't say a commanding lead, but second and a half here, 1.5 seconds ahead of Kyle Heath. Man, I still don't think they can make it. David Cassidy is on pit road in his pit box here tonight. With 18 to go. Gary's been out here 17 laps. It's going to be 17 to go here at the stripe. Going to put him at about 34 laps. Been out here 17. We still have 17 to go. So yeah. Oh, Brentley Roden out there. Harpoon Designs. Brentley, I owe you a few races still yet. Just to let you know. I did a little bit too soon, so just letting you know, bud. We'll talk about it. Gary Slapinski, Kyle Heath. I still don't think these guys can make it, though. Man, they're gonna have to come down pit road. Glad to see Brantley out there. Harpoon Designs. Harpoon Design. Great painter. Awesome painter. Awesome painter. Want a paint done here for your car or trucks or whatever? Harpoon Design, folks. Check him out. He does real life stuff as well. I'm not sure if I, needed to say that, but, if you need a real life car painted, well, there you go. Get with Brinkley Roden. He can do it. All right, with that being said, 14 to go. Here we go, Gary. Man, 60 laps. Wow. Oh, Kyle is under fire. From Mark Whitley, Jason Adams. 77 on the outside. Going to pass up the 24. Now the 77 has got Mark Whitley. Kyle has got the 77. Oh, side by side here. That's for P2, folks. 1377. Here we go across the stripe. Oh, that was close. I think Kyle had it. Yeah, he did. But now Mark Whitley still fighting to the inside. You know what, folks? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get back here with Jason Adams. He's seeing all this. Let's go cockpit here with 13 to go with Jason Adams. Why not? Why not? Well, I'm seeing it in the timing screen. There's Chris. Just watching Jason here, just the battle for P2 here. Yeah, you see how quick stuff happens. When I'm paying attention here to the race, folks, and I'm watching it under the watch screen, I'm also trying to pay attention to chat. And, when I'm on the ball here, it's kind of hard to go from this to that. I do appreciate everybody out there tuning in. I really do. I know Tara said check out PAFs, but, by the time I did, you know what happened. Yeah. Oh, 72.53. There is Chris. Right there. We got some more drivers. Tyler Myers is in his pit box here. 11 to go. Oh my gosh. I still don't think they can make it though. I really don't. Oh. Alrighty, folks, 10 laps to go here. Uh-oh, Kyle Heath on pit road. Robbie Darnell also likewise. Well, Robbie's coming out. Kyle's coming out. Oh, man. Yeah, I just don't think Gary can make it here, folks. I really don't. That's, oh, man. 34, 35 laps. Yeah, I just don't think he has enough. I really don't. Let's see here if he's clutching to save. Let's see, out of 4 here. Let's go cockpit. We'll listen in. Oh, yeah, he's saving. We can hear it, folks. Gary is saving here tonight. What about Mark Whitley? Mark's doing something. He's not doing what Gary's doing, but he's doing something. And I know Brentley Road out there is not going to say what Mark's doing. What is Jason Adams doing? Go back to P3. Oh, y'all got plenty? Well, I'm seeing the stint here at about 28, so yeah. I know I said 30 to 35. Man, I just don't know. I really don't. We're on Jason. That's our top 3 right now, folks. As we see the 44 of Robbie Darnell. Now, Robbie is the first driver a lap down, but he's right there with Gary Slapinski looking to get his lap back here the old-fashioned way, and he will do it. He'll drive around the 44. 78, not going to fight him. 6 to go, 5 to go here at the stripe. Now, this is where we do not want to caution. Get a caution now, folks. It's going to set up a mayhem finish, and it could already be a mayhem finish here. Watching the 19 to Brian Huntley, John Henderson. I know Gary's up front, but Mark Whitley is coming. Well, it's about a second. Goes from a second to under a second behind Gary. That could just be because Gary is... or Gary was, or is, or has been saving fuel. Jason down pit road. He can't make it. Whoa! 4 to go. Next time by 3 to go. Oh, man, this is going to be interesting. Does Gary have enough fuel to make it? To win it here tonight at the club, Auto Club here tonight. For round number 5 here for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 13 presented by MaxspeedTV. Well, we're about to find out. Hey, 15 likes. Hey, I'm not going to complain. I mean, they hit 7 before we even got started, 10 when we went live, and then hey, we're 15 right now, folks. I mean, I do appreciate the 15 likes out there here tonight. Thank you all for the support. Everybody out there, thank you so much, from the league to the fans. Big shout out to all of y'all. I mean, it's amazing. I'm just kind of worried here that Gary might not have enough fuel. 2 to go here, folks. And here we go. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Mark Whitley under fire by the 17 there, but that is not for position. Gary, did he save enough? I think he did. Started 10th, in first. To the inside of the 25 here tonight. Out of turn number 4, Gary Slapinski will cross the stripe here tonight and win it here at Auto Club. Wow! He had enough fuel to make it. Now, does he have enough fuel to do some burnouts? Awesome win by Gary Slapinski here tonight. Wow! Mark Whitley in second. John Held in third. That is our podium here tonight. And it looks like the 78 might have ran out of fuel. Oh, man. Awesome job by Gary. Mark Whitley, P2. John Held, P3. Brad Dill, P4. And Jim Cohensberger, P5 here tonight. Hang tight, folks. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show right after this. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. And of course, we're going to start here tonight with the Gary Slapinski here tonight, grabbing the win here tonight at the club, as I like to call it, Auto Club. But California Auto Club, whatever it is, man, this track is crazy. It's insane. And, you guys put on a clinic out here tonight. And you did too, man. Leading a lot of laps out here tonight. But it was not easy. You gotta talk.
No.
You gotta talk about it because we had that stage caution. That's the only caution we had. So it really came down to tire management, pit stops, and, well, saving fuel. Talk about it, man.
Yeah, that last final stop, man. I was, the first run I was running with Isaiah there, and I wasn't really thinking about fuel. And when I pitted and I looked down and I started crunching some numbers, I was like, "Oh man, I'm talking about." At first, I was like 3 laps short. I was like, "Oh man, I got to do some major saving." So I was like, I need to run hard, but still save fuel. I was like, the only way this is gonna happen if I clutch it or turn it off. Which me turning off the motor probably not a good thing. I probably messed that up some way. But clutching it, I'm pretty good at. So it ended up for me clutching it, and I had a half a lap to the good. It was saying if I would have kept on that pace, so I had to keep on that pace.
Oh wow! So it was that close. If we
It
would
was
have
that close.
so let's say prior to the 2 to go, let's say on 3 to go, if we would have had a caution, you would have been in some serious trouble.
Serious trouble. Either that, I would have went in. I probably would have taken tires anyway. I think tires is gold. So, but
Oh
if
yeah.
there was like a caution that came out, I'm definitely taking tires.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no doubt in my
definitely,
mind.
definitely. So, well, this is gonna put you in the 3-win column here. Of course, round 2, round 3. You're coming back here at Auto Club, but man, I mean, we could talk all night long about here at Auto Club tonight, but we
Yeah,
go to a
yeah.
track next week, and I may even call in sick. Sorry,
Oh
Robbie.
no.
We go to Martinsville next week, man.
Yeah. The paper clip.
I mean, just kidding around with Robbie on that, but man, Martinsville, that's a tough track. And it's flat.
Yeah.
You just can't get no room out there. Something happens, you're in big trouble.
You sure are. And me and Martinsville not very good friends, and if I get a top 10, I'll be happy with that. I mean, that's how I feel. I'm not a Martinsville person. But you never know. Maybe in this car. I've never taken the car on there, so I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, wow. So I guess we'll find out, man. Awesome job, Gary, on the win here tonight at Auto Club, bud. Martinsville, man. Gonna be rough. Gonna be a tough race. And if we have the field like we had here tonight, or even bigger, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm always starting the pits.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, and I'm saying that because it's Martinsville. Heck, you guys surprise me each and every week. Heck, it could go green flag other than the stage. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, it could drive like a dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see, man. Awesome job. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your win here tonight, bud.
I'd like to thank you, MaxspeedTV. There's a lot of guys behind the scenes here that take care of this league, and I appreciate everything they do, all the hard work, scheduling, everything they do. Everybody out there watching, special thanks to my wife and family for letting me do this. Thank you.
All righty, Gary. Well, bud, we'll see you next week, man, at Martinsville.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is Gary Slapinski, our winner here tonight. Gonna bring us down here to our P2 finisher here tonight. It's gonna be Mark Whitley here, man. He was coming, but not enough laps to get him up there. But Mark, man, talk about it. One caution, that was the stage, and it came down to the nitty gritty here tonight. Bud, talk about it. We gotta hear from you. You were the driver. I wasn't.
Yeah, I noticed after that first green flag run, it's 30 laps, and we had about a lap and a half ish gas left, and we went green. I know you could see it was we went green on 33, I think, at the end of 33, so there was 66 laps to go. So I knew it'd be really close on gas, so I decided to top off and kind of started at the back, worked my way through just saving gas, and I stretched it about as far as probably I think me and 75 were about the farthest I could stretch gas. And on the after we pitted the second time, I know I came out way behind them, but I figured going by what my assumption was when everybody pitted, I didn't think there won't gonna be anybody else that can make it. So I just figured, we were gonna just kind of cruise up there and steal one. And I guess Gary had big enough lead; he was able to clutch it for most of that run. And my tires were newer, but I guess I ran it probably a little bit too hard coming through there. And just by the time I got within about a second and a half of them, the tires had pretty much balanced out, and I couldn't really
Oh,
do anything to catch him anymore. It's just, and I think it also helped. He had a couple lap traffic that came out in front of him and it was giving him a tow down the straightaway, so that was helping him save gas and helping him a little bit of a stretch his legs out a little bit with the draft. So just strategy, it kind of played off, not the way we wanted to, but it wound up second place, so not too bad, I guess.
well, Mark, man, looking at it here, you've grabbed, you're still looking for the first win for the season. Been a kind of a rough start for you this season.
Yeah, we're just kind of running part time this season. I think I don't even remember if I ran another race this season to begin with yet, but just kind of picking and choosing our spots. Just kind of taking Sundays as a relaxing day, and if I feel like racing, I race. If I don't, I don't. So
you're not going for points or a championship. You're just kind of seeing what you can do.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just showing up to win a race. I mean, if I don't win a race, I'm not really happy because that's the whole point. I'm showing up is to win. So, they can run for the championship whenever. I know, we've been in the mix of the championship battle last couple seasons, and want to kind of get away from it a little bit. Just run strictly for wins, and just maybe take a season off at least and see what happens maybe next season. But we're just kind of showing up now, and just the whole purpose is just winning the race. So that's kind of what we're doing now.
Well, with that being said, man, we go to Martinsville next week. Are we gonna see you at Martinsville, man? That's flat track, short track racing. Got to talk about it.
Yeah, I actually planned for that to be my first start, but stuff happened and it was free tonight, so I decided to run tonight. So Martinsville is one of my favorite tracks, so hopefully we'll have a good run there. I know it can be a caution fest sometimes. Hopefully we can get some green flag runs, and maybe we can go out there, run up front, and maybe win that one.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job, Mark Whitley, P2 here tonight. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate P2 here tonight.
Yeah, shout out Brantley Harpoon Designs. Putting together, I got these kind of like yin yang, good side, light side, dark side paint schemes I'm gonna be running when I come out here. I appreciate all the hard work he does on paint schemes. Check him out, harpoondesign.com. He's got 15, 16, 1700, multiple hundreds of paint schemes on Trading Paints if you want to check some other stuff he's already done out. He also does custom work, so check him out on his website. And Shop Angry Duck, my other sponsor, they're your one-stop shop for all your custom racewear apparel, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, pretty much anything you can think of. Apparel-wise, they can make something custom for you. No order limits. You can order just one thing if you want to, and they'll get it shipped out to you in, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. So check them out, shopangryduck.com. And then shout out to my family tuning in these broadcasted races. I have a handful of them during the week and on the weekend, so I appreciate them tuning in and a little bit of support. Always, great to have them in your corner.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, Mark, go celebrate P2 here tonight. We'll hopefully see you next week, bud.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. All right, well, that is Mark Whitley. We're going to go down here to our P3 finisher here tonight. John held in the Smokies. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Smokies, best damn garage in town. 72 Fireball Roberts machine here tonight. Man, John, awesome job. P3 here tonight. And you, like Mark Whitley, Gary Slapinski, were kind of, right there. It looks like you were one lap ahead, there in the stand of Mark. So you had, the fuel potentially. It looks like you saved enough to get P3. Gary was right there at the line. Man, you got to talk about it. One caution, the stage caution out here tonight, and it was gung ho from there. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I mean, right from the get-go, I mean, tires and gas was a strategy because you're looking at your laps, and you're thinking, wow, it's gonna be close all the way through. That first stint, I burned my tires up. I think I was like 7th with 5 to go in the stage. I ended up like 18th. I thought, okay, we gotta lift that a little earlier and save tires. I did a much better job in the second, third stint. Yeah, I just lifted. I didn't clutch. I just lifted early and rolled through the corners. It saved my tires, and it seemed to work out in the end there.
It's kind of like what Gary said, rolling through the corners saved, the fuel. So you did that. But man, talk about, those green flag pit stops, because usually we have cautions on green flag pit stops, and we didn't have that here tonight. So that kind of put, kind of a Smokies thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Out there, because it didn't happen. Everybody was clean down pit road. Everybody was straight coming off of pit road, and man, it just stayed green. It's like, okay, where are these cautions at?
Yeah, everybody did a really good job on that first group. Well, the only green pit stop I did, everybody got in well, got out well. And I was just thinking when a lot of those guys had to come in for the second pit stop, I thought, okay, there could be a caution flag there, but no, everybody did good. It was a good race. It was a fun race. Everybody raced pretty hard. Yeah, I just think some burned up the tires a little bit, a little more fuel, and the rest of us kind of made it past them.
Oh yeah, it was a great race. Well, I'm not sure how it's going to go next week. Auto Club this week was a great race, but we go to the flat track of Martinsville next week. How do you feel about going from a 2-mile, very wide track to a flat track that you can barely even go too wide?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I love the short track. That's what I cut my teeth on. We're building a modified car to run the short tracks up here in Southern Ontario for next year. That's what I've been doing, so I've been a few races. No, I love short tracks. We'll be good there. It's just hopefully everybody can, keep it together. It'll be interesting.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, man, awesome job, John, here in third. I believe this might be your first podium finish here this season. Am I correct on that?
My first race this season, so we're coming to a late start.
Your first race this season. Oh, yeah. Okay. So folks, you gotta watch that 72 of John Held. You gotta watch him.
We'll see what happens.
You gotta watch him. John Held here tonight, grabbing P3. John, final thoughts on those things you want to give before you go celebrate P3 here tonight?
Well, we always got to thank you guys at MaxspeedTV, everybody putting on the race. Anytime you get, finish behind Gary and Mark, that's a good day. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
All righty, buddy. We'll see you next week, man.
See ya.
All right, well, that is John Held here tonight, P3, but let's get down here to believe it's going to be unofficial. Let me go ahead and refresh the page here. Let's see. Okay, so they have been updated, so we're going to go ahead and call it official here tonight on MaxspeedTV here this evening. Gary Slapinski grabbing the win out here tonight. Awesome job by Gary. Mark Whitley in P2. John Held P3, who we just interviewed. Brad Delph P4. Jim Comensberger grabbing the top 5 here tonight. In 6, Jeff Gilmore. In 7, Zach in the 21. Dave Bush in 8th, John Henderson 9th, and Brian Huntley Jr. in 10th. Philip Bridgman in 11th, Robbie Darnell in 12th, Isaiah Sutherland 13th, Brennan Hartwell 14th, Larry Blair 15th, Joshua Small 16th, David Cassidy 17th, Jason Adams 18th, Matthew Hunsaker 19th, and Chris Path in 20th. Kevin Roy 21st, Tyler Myers 22nd, Robert Chiswick, 23rd. Terry DeGay, 24th. Mike Rhino, 25th. Kyle Heath, 26th. Clifton Ashley, 27th. And Paul Buzz Cohen, Michael Yarrow, Art Milne is what I'm going to say, in 30th. Did not start here tonight. But our winner here tonight, Gary Salapinski here at Auto Club. But next week, folks, Martinsville. Oh my gosh. Gonna be 200 laps, 105.20 miles. Gonna be a quick race if we can here at Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Stay green. That's the big thing. Stay green there, other than the stage. Gonna be a tough race. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. 16 likes here, folks, and I think we hit like 22, 23 at peak. So thank you all here, folks, for the support. But until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night.